Hey Cubs, welcome back to Roland Roar's Book Club. Today's book, it's a classic. It's called, Roland, The Velveteen Rabbit. And it's about a toy who wants more than anything to become real. Oh, a toy that wants to become real? I've got some bad news for you about how toys work. Well, can we give it a chance, Roland? I suppose so. And you, Cubs, stick around. This one's about to hit you right in the heart. Let's get into it. So, here's how it starts, Cubs. On Christmas morning, a little boy gets a brand new stuffed rabbit made of real velveteen with soft satin ears. It's soft, it's fancy, and within about an hour, nobody's paying attention to it anymore. Wait, 1 hour? Well, that's pretty rough. I've had snacks that lasted longer than that rabbit's 15 hours of fame. Right. The rabbit gets tossed in the toy cupboard with all the other toys, and that's where he meets the skin horse. Now, the skin horse is old, like really old. His fur's rubbed off in patches. His tail's come unstitched. He's been around so long, he basically is a toy legend. Okay, an old, wise mentor character. I respect that. Every good story needs a guy who has seen some things. Exactly. And the little rabbit asks him something every kid, and honestly, every one of us wonders at some point in our lives. What does it mean to be real? Wait, hold on. That's actually a really good question for a stuffed rabbit to ask. I think it is. And the skin horse tells him, real isn't about how you're made. It's not about having buttons instead of eyes or being the newest, shiniest toy on the shelf. Real happens when a child loves you. I mean, really loves you. Yeah, for a long time. Not just to play with, but truly loves you forever. Wow. And the skin horse says, it usually takes a while, and it hurts sometimes because becoming real means your fur gets loved off, your eyes get loose, and your joints get shabby. But once you're real, he says, you can't ever become unreal. It lasts forever. Okay, that one got me a little bit in my heart. Can you keep going? This is getting good. So time passes. And the boy actually does start to love the rabbit. He takes him everywhere, sleeps with him every night, drags him through the garden, forgets him outside, hugs him ragged. The rabbit gets worn out, loses some fur, loses his shine, but he doesn't mind anymore because he's becoming real. He can feel it. So the more loved he gets, the more beat up he looks, but that's actually the good part. That really is the good part, Roland. But then things get hard. The boy gets really sick from scarlet fever. And when he finally gets better, the doctor says all of his toys, old and new, and books, including the rabbit, need to be burned so germs don't spread. The rabbit gets tossed in a sack in the garden, waiting for the fire, and he's scared he'd be gone forever without anyone ever knowing he became real. Wow. Okay. Oh, come on. That's not fair at all. Well, it's not, I know, but here's where the story turns. A real tear falls from the rabbit right there in the sack. A real tear. And out of the garden steps the nursery magic fairy, the one who takes toys that were truly loved by a child and turns them into real, alive forever. She scoops him up, and the Velveteen Rabbit becomes an actual living rabbit. Real fur, real whiskers, able to hop and run in the woods with the other wild rabbits. So being loved part, that's what actually made him real, not the fairy. The fairy just finished the job. Exactly, Roland, exactly. And at the very end, the boy sees a rabbit playing in the garden and thinks it looks just a little bit like his old stuffed rabbit. He just never knows it actually is him. Wow. Okay, Cubs, let's review sort of what we've learned so far. Lesson 1, being loved doesn't care how new or shiny you are. Cubs, the world spends a lot of time telling us that new is better, new toys, new shoes, new everything. But this book flips that completely. Nobody loved the rabbit because he was new. They loved him after he got worn out. Real love isn't looking for perfect and shiny. Yeah, I mean, nobody's ever loved me for being shiny. I'm a lion. I've got a whole Maine situation happening, and people still like me. Well, they sure do, buddy. They sure do. Lesson 2, being real is about who loves you and who you love back. Real in this story isn't about what you're made of. It's not fur, buttons, or velveteen. It's about relationship, about being truly loved and truly loving someone back. That's true for us too, Cubs. What makes you real and important isn't your stuff or your looks. It's your people and how you love them. So the equipment doesn't really matter then, does it? But love does. You got it. Exactly. Lesson 3, getting a little worn out from love isn't a flaw, it's proof. This one's for you grown-ups. Life wears us out sometimes. We get tired, we get gray hairs, we get a few scuffs from carrying people we love. This book says that that's not something to be embarrassed about, that wear and tear is proof you were used for something that mattered, proof that you loved and you were loved. Man, I got scuffs. I've got a torn ear from you know what. Let's not talk about that. Okay. But yeah, I never thought about it like that. The scuffs are proof. That's exactly right, Roland. The scuffs are proof. And lesson 4, once you're real, it lasts forever. Nobody can take it away. Nobody can take it away from you. Can I do this one, Larry? I think I get it now. You go for it, buddy. Okay. The skin horse said, once you're real, you can't ever become unreal again. It lasts even when you're not looking new anymore. So Cubs, if somebody truly loves you, that's real, and that's yours forever. Nobody can take that away from you. Not time, not scuffs, not anything. Well said. Roland, I think that might be one of the best things you've ever talked about. Yeah, well, don't get used to it. I'd still like a snack if I'm doing well, Larry. Well, you always want a snack. I know, as long as they're Oreos, because they're my favorite. So there you have it, Cubs. The Velveteen Rabbit. A tiny book with a huge lesson. Being real isn't about being new or perfect. It's about being loved and loving someone back for a long, long time. If you want to read the full story with your family tonight, go to Amazon or any bookstore. You can order it there. But I promise you, it hits different once you know how it ends. And hey, if a scuffed up old toy can become real, just imagine just being loved. Imagine what a scuffed up old lion can become. There it is. There it is. All right, Cubs, that's our episode. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more Roland Roar's book clubs, and go love something or someone until it gets a little worn out. That is how you know it's real. Thanks for watching, Cubs and adults. Go love something like Larry suggests, and of most importance, remember, always look for the good, Cubs. Look for the good. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.